Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video lesson with enguru. As you already know by now, my name is Karan and I'm the head teacher here at enguru. Today we're going to look at a very interesting topic which I think everyone should be able to relate with. You already know what the topic is from the title of the video. But yes, today we're going to look at making requests and offering. Of course, these will be in a polite manner. So we are going to begin with the importance of being polite first. Now, what is the difference between making requests and, of course, offering help? A request is when you ask someone for something, for help perhaps, and an offer is when you tell someone that you are ready to help them, that you tell them that you want to help them. Of course, both of these things need to be done in a very polite manner. And we are going to look at how we can be polite. As children, we've always been taught that politeness is important, we should be polite. And let's look at a few reasons why it is important to be polite. Well, reason number one, you are more likely to achieve your goals if you are polite with someone. Number two, people tend to take you more seriously if you're polite. Number three, if you're polite with others, they will automatically be polite with you as well. So they will treat you in a good manner. Reason number four, it improves your relationships with others, not just with your co-workers, but even with your family members, with your friends, or any other person that you meet. And reason number five, it definitely improves your communication skills. And these are the reasons why being polite is very important. Let's have a look at them once again. Reason number one, you're more likely to achieve your goals or your objectives. Reason number two, people are more likely to take you seriously. Reason number three, reason number four, and lastly, reason number five. If you'd like, you can take a screenshot of this. As an American author once said, politeness is better than logic. You can always persuade someone if you cannot convince them. And these words were said by the American author Joss Billings. That's some trivia for you. Let's get on with the lesson now. So, coming back to why it's important to be polite when you make a request or when you offer help. Let's have a look at a few functional phrases that we can use. When you wish to make a polite request, you can use words like can, could, would, and will. And of course, these over here, the words mind. Now we'll come to that in a bit. It's very easy to make a request with the word can. I think everyone's able to do it. Here are a few examples for you. Can you pass me the book? Alright, let's see something with could. Could is a slightly more formal way of saying can. Yes, let's have a look at that. Could you finish the report by evening? Please, of course. Please, we always add please for a little bit of razzle dazzle. It makes it a little more polite, yeah? Alright, so could you finish the report by evening, please? You could do the same with the others. Do you think you could finish the report by evening? Or will you finish the report by evening? Will is a slightly more direct way of asking. It can be used in formal situations, of course, but instead of using will, we always prefer to go with the next word, which is would, right? So would you be able to finish the report by evening? Let's have a look at this very special word over here called mind, right? And I'll tell you why it's special. If you see, whenever we want to say yes to any of the other requests, we say yes. We say yes. We say yes, sure, yes, of course, certainly, no problem. We use these phrases to show that we want to do it. However, when you come to these phrases over here with the word mind, the game changes just a little bit. Let's say I want to make a request and I say, do you mind helping me with the report? Right over here, when you say, do you mind helping me with the report? The person, if they say yes, of course, they're actually saying no, right? Do you mind actually means, I hope you don't have a problem, right? Do you have a problem with helping me with the report? So if they say yes, it means that they do have a problem. And if they say no, they're actually saying that they do not have a problem, which means they are ready to help you. So if they say, do you mind helping me with this report? You should ideally always say, no, not at all, which means that you do not have a problem with helping them with the report. Same goes with, would you mind? Would you mind helping me with the report? The ideal answer when you want to say yes is actually, of course not. Which means, of course, I don't have a problem with helping you, and I will. Well, you can't always say yes to things, but you can obviously say no. And some polite ways of saying no are also on the screen. Let's have a look at those. Remember, we cannot just go out bluntly and say no. It's very impolite. People can get offended. And if you remember the reasons why we need to be polite, it helps to build your relations at work, with your friends, and all of those things, right? So even when you say no, you need to be polite. Let's have a look at a few ways in which you can say no. The first one, well, I'm afraid I don't have the book. For example, can you pass me the book? Let's say it's not there with you. Well, I'm afraid I don't have the book. The reason we want to give a reason over here is because, again, for the sake of politeness. If we simply say, well, I'm afraid I can't, the next obvious question would be, oh, why not? Could you please help me with that? And they'd egg you on to do it. So you give them the reason and tell them that I'm afraid I don't have the book. Yes? Next, well, the problem is, could you finish the report by evening, please, if that's the request? And if you want to say no, you could say, well, the problem is that I am swamped with work and I may not be able to finish it. Over here, I've used the phrase swamped with work, which means that I am very, very busy. You could also use the phrase sorry, but this can be done by tomorrow, right? Now, you have said no, that you said sorry, but the moment you've said this, you've said no to the person, but at the same time, you've promised them a different time that you can do it. Sorry, but this can be done by tomorrow. It is also very polite that when we say no, we offer an alternative to the problem. First is, of course, giving a reason. The second is giving an alternative solution. Both of these things can definitely make your interactions at your workplace or with anyone else far better. Let's move ahead and see how we can make some polite offers. When it comes to making offers, there are two words that you can primarily use, and those are can and would. Again, would is the more formal version of it, and can is obviously a little informal. You can use that with your family, with your friends, with strangers, and you can obviously use formal offers, maybe if you're at a formal gathering, if you're at work, if you're at a formal party, right? Let's have a look at some of these examples. The first one, would you like to come to the party with me? Over here, you're offering someone to come to the party with you, and you know that you're being polite, right? Next one. Would you like some cake? Let's imagine you're at the same party and you're eating some cake and the other person is eyeing your cake and their mouth starts watering. You can say, would you like some cake? You're offering it to them from your plate. Now, this is for all the young ones, of course. If you want to plan a date or you want to go out with your significant other, you can always ask them out by saying, would you like to celebrate New Year's with me? Or would you like to go on a date with me? Right? Okay. On the flip side, when you have an informal offer, we can use can plus get to make informal offers in an informal situation. Let's have a look at the first example. Can I get you a drink? The reason we're using the word get is because we are doing it for them and we're able to give them something that they don't have. Let's look at the next example. Let's say you have a friend who's come home and you can see that they're hungry. So you can make an offer to them saying, can I get you something to eat? Right? And let's say you're leaving from a place and you usually have to wear a coat. It's winter season. So you can say, can I get you your coat? Right? These are different ways in which we can make polite, formal, and informal offers. Well, that brings us to the end of this video lesson for you. But before you go, I have a very special homework for you, which is on the screen. Let's imagine that your flight gets delayed and you really have to reach somewhere urgently. How would you make a request to the airlines to help you with another ticket? You can comment your answers in the comment section below. And of course, the best one gets pinned to the top. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you would like to see more content just like this. Have a wonderful day, all of you.
This video is brought to you by Enguru Spoken English app. Enguru offers interactive live classes every day, daily practice sessions, expert Enguru teachers, and a certificate from Enguru.